What's up, Aqua fam? This is your reading for the month of February. We have 15 cards, 4 rules. We also pulled from the Activations Oracle deck for some clarification. Let's begin. February is looking for us to redefine what leadership actually looks like in our lives. Not louder, not harder, not more visible, but more aligned. This reading is about clarity, emotional mastery, creative confidence, and the quiet decision to stop fighting battles that were never meant to be won. If you're feeling like you're standing at the edge of a new chapter but unsure what to bring with you, this reading is for you. This reading is for us. All right, row 1, that's our foundation row. We have the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. We're going to start with the King of Swords. This is mental authority, clarity, and discernment. We're seeing things clearly now, situations, people, systems, without emotional distortion. There's a sense of I finally understand why this actually is. Right after that, we have the King of Cups. This tells me February isn't about logic, it's about emotional leadership. We always have logic in our forefront as Aquarians, but we also have to let in that emotion. We're being asked to hold clarity without becoming cold, to be emotionally present without losing those boundaries. This is emotional maturity, responding and not reacting. After that, we have the Queen of Wands. This brings confidence back into our bodies, not performative confidence, embodied confidence, confidence that we can feel. You're not proving yourself anymore, you're expressing yourself. Together, this whole entire row, these cards say you're stepping into a version of yourself that thinks clearly, feels deeply, and moves boldly without needing permission. Row 2. This is about our friction. We got Judgment, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords. The Judgment card is a wake-up call. Something in your life is asking for an honest reckoning, a truth that you can't unsee anymore. It can't be ignored. This could be a role you've outgrown, a relationship dynamic, or even a version of yourself that no longer fits. The Page of Cups. This is emotional vulnerability. You've been feeling more sensitive than usual, or more aware of how deeply you're actually feeling things that affect you. That's a tender spot. And finally, we got the Queen of Swords. February may ask you to name what's true, even if it feels uncomfortable, to speak clearly, kindly, yet firmly. The friction here is learning that clarity doesn't have to be cruel, and compassion doesn't mean self-abandonment. We have to find that balance this month. Row 3 is our integration row. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, this shows self-worth that's not dependent on approval. This is you enjoying what you've built, standing on your independence and feeling grounded in your value. Then we have the Empress. This is creation, nourishment, and expansion. February supports growth, creative, emotional, even physical growth. When you treat yourself with care instead of pressure. And that flows right into the Eight of Pentacles. That can ground that into a practice. Small, consistent effort, refinement, and devotion to the process. So Aqua, integration is going to look like tending to what we have built instead of constantly trying to reinvent ourselves. You don't need to start over. You need to nurture what you've already started to build. Nurture what's already alive. We have what we need, but we have to treat it with the respect it deserves and bring it into life. Row 4 is our embodiment row. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Here's where February can start to get real. The Page of Pentacles invites you to approach something with a beginner's mind, a new way of relating to money, to work, learning, or commitment. Then we got the Three of Cups right after. This is community, celebration, a shared joy. You're not meant to do this alone. We are lone wolves, we are loners usually. We have a small circle. With that refined circle of people who we know we can trust, we're being encouraged to move forward with them. We got to use the resources we have. After that, we have the Five of Swords. This card asks a hard question. Is winning worth the cost? In February, that might highlight situations where ego battles or power struggles or even old conflicts can drain your energy if you let it. The embodiment here is choosing peace over proving a point, which is extremely hard for us. Walking away doesn't mean you lost. It means you've chosen yourself. You can see on this card, There's someone walking away from the battle, dropped their swords, probably found a better way to do things. Every battle does not have to be won by actually going through the fight. Row 5. This is our life path, our arc. We got the 10 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hermit. This final row shows the larger trajectory. The 10 of Pentacles speaks to long-term fulfillment, legacy, stability, sustainable success. But it's followed by the Magician. You already have the tools, you already know what works. And that's reflective of the energy in the third row. We have to tend to what we have. And lastly, we have the Hermit. This tells me February isn't about broadcasting your next move. It's about refining it in private. Quiet clarity, intentional focus. Your life is on the right path right now, and it's about building something meaningful. But we have to build it from a place of inner alignment, not external pressure. Take your time and be persistent at what you're building, and don't shout it from the rafters. We have to build and refine this within ourselves first, and then take it forward. This has been a great reading. It's simple, powerful, and straightforward. We're stepping into a new level of leadership, mentally, emotionally, and creatively. We have to speak our truth without shutting down our hearts, build without rushing, choose peace over unnecessary conflict, and trust your inner guidance more than outside noise. This is not a flashy month. This is a foundational month. We've also pulled those Oracle activation cards for a little more clarity. We have 38 for remembrance and 43 for transition. In February, the practice is simple. We have to ask ourselves, what version of me is trying to emerge? And what do I have to do in order to release that version of myself? You don't need all the answers yet, just honesty and presence. When you take your time and not being rushed, working on what we already have, we'll be able to find what we were to become who we're supposed to be.